So TikTok today updated its community guidelines significantly in reference to AI, artificial intelligence. What do I mean? Well, within the system notifications today, I was noticed that they have a new labeling system that's coming out, and you need to use this labeling system if you are going to use artificial intelligence in any of your content, whether you create it with artificial intelligence, whether there's some artificial intelligence inside of it, referencing it. It's a little bit broad as I'm reading it, but just be aware that if you are going to be using artificial intelligence, you need to go through these community guidelines, because in the one that I'll show you in a minute, the slide, they're telling you that if you don't follow these new guidelines to the T, we're taking your content down and there's not going to be much of an appellate bar. They're flat out telling you that because TikTok's concerned about what? Misinformation on their platform. And we have an election coming up. I don't know if any of you have heard, we have an election coming up in 2024, which already is just the content regarding the politics in our country and the divisiveness, and now we've got wars raging. And it's just, you have all this technology, all this content coming together on a platform, and artificial intelligence is a way to manipulate that content if you want to. For good, for bad, for indifference, it doesn't matter. TikTok needs to know that you know that you've got to label your content as having artificial intelligence within it. All right, let me show you some other things that they want you to know within their community guidelines. These can all be found in community guidelines or your system notifications today, but this is the instruction on how to apply the AI generated content label, which you have to do before posting your video. And if you don't do that, then TikTok's basically saying, hey, you're not going to be able to post it if you haven't properly labeled it. We're not going to do it for you. We're just going to take it down. It's a violation of community guidelines. They keep telling you, read the community guidelines, read them. Don't violate the community guidelines. But a lot of you know that have been creating content over the last couple of months. Maybe you don't, I don't know. To me, my views are all down. They hold videos back for hours sometimes that aren't controversial, that I'm just trying to do stupid, immature stuff in, and they'll hold it back. I don't know if that's on purpose, if I've racked up community guideline violations. I don't really know how that whole thing works. But I do know that they're being extremely serious about how they're going to enforce AI within the videos that they post on their platform. Okay, this one is really important. This is the guideline that's telling you exactly the kinds of AI-generated content that is strictly prohibited on TikTok, even if you label it as AI, even if you're saying this video is AI-generated, made with AI, it's a politician, but it's not real. Even if you label it, TikTok's saying, no, you can't even post that. Don't even bother with it. We're taking it down. You're going to have a violation. Don't go there. As you can see right here, these are all in the community guidelines or today's system notifications. If you're going to do AI-generated content, fine. Just go through the guidelines and make sure you do it right, so that if they do try to, take down your videos, you at least have the guidelines, and for your appeal, you can say, I followed your guidelines A, B, C, and D here, TikTok. Grant my appeal. Good luck. Stay within the lines, people.